when the life of the showgirl was announced, I completely threw all those ideas out the window. And I was like, it lends itself to life of a showghoul so easily.
In the land of Swift and Kelce, things are juicier than a halftime Gatorade cooler. First up, Travis Kelce is reportedly enforcing a strict no exes allowed policy at his and Taylor's future wedding. And yes, that includes all of her chart-topping exes. Next, one creative Swiftie turned her lawn into a Halloween masterpiece, a full Life of a Showghoul display, complete with Skeleton Taylor and the Killce Brothers. Then there's Meghan Markle, who's allegedly fuming after hearing she might not make the wedding guest list. Meanwhile, fans are losing it trying to figure out if Taylor's showing up at the Chiefs versus Commanders game. And finally, Kelsey shuts down wild unretirement rumors after Travis jokingly suggested he switch positions to tight end.
I would go out there and my body would crumble if I tried to play football at this point.
Now you're a lean 265.
More reason why I can't.
Listen, like you said, they could use you more than just at the offensive line.
No,
they could use you at tight end now.
Word on the street is that Travis has put his foot down in the most I'm not doing this way possible, no exes allowed. Yep, he reportedly wants to keep things ex-free, and that includes every single one of Taylor's famous former flames. The man's drawing boundaries like it's the Super Bowl of wedding planning. Insiders are saying this isn't just Travis being territorial, it's a mutual thing. Both of them apparently agreed that their wedding should be about their story, not some awkward reunion tour of Taylor's past, and honestly, good. No one wants to be cutting cake while someone's ex is giving side-eye during the first dance. Sources say Travis respects that Taylor had a whole romantic history before he came along, and let's not forget, he wasn't exactly living in a monastery either. But as far as he's concerned, that chapter's closed. No bad blood, just no need for potential weird vibes. But here's where it gets messy, like oh no she's dating your ex messy, because one of Taylor's closest friends, Zoe Kravitz, is currently with Harry Styles. You see where this is going, right? Sources are saying Taylor might have to have that awkward conversation, the hey, you're my bestie, but your boyfriend might not make the cut talk. Imagine sending an invite to Zoe with a +0 instead of a +1. That's a friendship test if there ever was one. Insiders are calling this whole no exes policy a key part of the couple's wedding plans, making it sound like their guest list will be tighter than Travis's grip on a game-winning catch. Whatever happens, one thing's clear, this wedding isn't just going to be star-studded, it's going to be selectively star-studded. Meanwhile, over in Minneapolis, one Swiftie decided she couldn't just sit back and watch the Taylor-Travis love saga unfold, she went full Halloween Picasso. A fan named Miranda Sukup turned her front yard into what can only be described as the Eras Tour meets The Walking Dead. She created a full-blown Life of a Showghoul display, inspired by Taylor's new album The Life of a Showgirl, because why just stream the music when you can summon it from the grave, right? This wasn't your average pumpkin and fake cobweb situation either. Miranda went all out. Think Skeleton Taylor rocking a blonde wig, sparkly showgirl outfit, and holding a mic like she's about to perform Shake It Off. And front row, Skeleton Travis and Jason Kelce, lovingly rebranded as the Killce Brothers, recording their spooky little New Frights podcast. If that doesn't scream Halloween goals, I don't know what does. The best part? She pulled this off at the kind of last-minute chaos only true Swifties understand. Apparently she and her sister were hot gluing feathers and carving foam bones in the garage like they were on Project Runway Haunted Edition. They finished just in time for the album release, setting up skeletons under moonlight like two women on a spooky mission.
So my sister spent a lot of time with me, hot gluing all the feathers and the jewels and thinking through just all the props. I redesigned all of the album artwork.
Even the props had backstories. The blue dress on Skeleton Taylor was an actual Eras Tour outfit, and those disco balls? Straight out of past party leftovers. Talk about recycling with flair. Oh, and the details, she added friendship bracelets made from pool noodles, album cover graves for Taylor's famous feuds, and even a step-and-repeat photo booth for trick-or-treaters. The display blew up so much that Jason Kelce himself mentioned it on their podcast, joking about how his skeleton needed more beard. Miranda actually gave Skeleton Jason facial hair. Commitment level? Terrifyingly high. Now her lawn's become a Swiftie pilgrimage site, with fans showing up in sequins, snapping selfies, and living their best undead pop star fantasy. But while one fan's out here turning Taylor's love story into a literal Halloween attraction, someone else is reportedly not feeling the Swiftie joy. Meghan Markle might be getting ready to blow a royal gasket, because there's talk she might not be on the guest list for Taylor and Travis's big day. Yep, Apparently, the Duchess of Sussex is treating this potential snub like it's the sequel to The Crown, and insiders are whispering that she's gearing up for a meltdown of, well, royal proportions. Now, before anyone grabs a tiara and popcorn, let's remember, Taylor and Travis haven't even started serious wedding planning yet. Between Travis getting tackled every weekend and Taylor juggling an album launch, movie rumors, and global domination, they probably haven't gotten past the who's bringing the potato salad stage. But still, reports say Meghan's already got her royal feathers ruffled. Sources claim she was miffed that Taylor's engagement announcement dropped the same day her lifestyle show's second season premiered. And to add salt to that royal wound, her lifestyle brand had a new podcast drop too. Bad timing? Absolutely. Coincidence? Probably. But Meghan reportedly didn't see it that way and thought Taylor basically stole her thunder and her headlines. The Duchess even hit like on Taylor's engagement post, but insiders are saying that was pure smile through the pain energy. Behind closed doors, she was apparently raging like someone who just found out there's no oat milk left for her latte. And now, if she actually doesn't get an invite to the wedding, she's said to be taking it personally, like this is war levels of personal. She's allegedly hinting that certain people might be trying to keep her out, which in Meghan speak apparently translates to, I'm about to get very, very vocal. Meanwhile, royal watchers are side-eyeing the whole thing because Taylor and Travis barely know the Sussexes. It's not like Meghan and Harry are regulars at Arrowhead Stadium, or that Taylor's calling them up for brunch, but in true tabloid fashion, everyone's acting like we're one RSVP away from a Buckingham versus Kansas City showdown. And speaking of showdowns, the Chiefs are getting up for their big Monday Night Football face-off against the Washington Commanders, which means one very important question is taking over the internet faster than a Swifty TikTok drop. Is Taylor going to be there? Half the fans tuning in don't even care about the score. They just want to see if the Queen of Pop herself is posted up in that Arrowhead suite, sipping a drink and cheering on her man like it's a World Tour encore. Now the Chiefs are on a roll, 4 wins in their last 5, and Patrick Mahomes is playing like a man possessed, tossing touchdowns like Oprah gives out cars. And of course, Travis is still doing his thing, catching everything in sight like his hands are coated in glue and destiny. But the real MVP of fan attention? Taylor's attendance record. Every time she shows up, viewership spikes, merch sells out, and some poor NFL announcer forgets we're watching football and starts talking about the Eras Tour. This week, though, it's a mystery. No confirmation, no paparazzi pics yet, no glittery hint of her arrival. Last game, she skipped the stadium but was spotted grabbing dinner with Travis afterwards, probably discussing plays or, matching outfits. When she does make an appearance, the cameras treat her like she's the Super Bowl trophy itself, so if she shows up tonight, expect the broadcast to turn into Taylor Cam Live. Meanwhile, the Commanders? Not having a great time. Their star quarterback Jaden Daniels is out again, which means backup Marcus Mariota is being thrown into the football wolves, also known as the Chiefs' defense. Between that and their receivers looking like a hospital waiting list, Washington's basically walking into Arrowhead hoping for a miracle. And while Marcus Mariota's trying to survive the Chiefs' defense, Jason Kelsey's trying to survive his jump rope. Yep, while his little brother Travis is busy breaking NFL records and the internet every time Taylor blinks in his direction, big brother Jason is once again facing the question that just won't die. Is he coming back to football? And his answer? Basically a very polite, "Are you insane?" After his emotional mic drop retirement earlier this year, complete with tears, family hugs, and enough nostalgia to make even non-Eagles fans ugly cry, Jason didn't exactly vanish into dad bod bliss. Nope, he's been busier in retirement than most active players. Between breaking down plays for ESPN, cracking jokes on New Heights, and trying not to get injured doing normal human things like jumping rope, the man's schedule looks like a full-time job with extra cardio. But leave it to Travis instigator Kelsey to stir the pot. On their latest episode, Travis threw out what might be the most chaotic suggestion of 2025. Jason should come back as a tight end. That's right. He basically told his 37-year-old ex-center brother to switch positions and start catching passes like him.
You're considering
what?
Not coming back out of retirement.
There
You
is
have
not even
formally announced
considering.
that you are staying retired. Now you're a lean 265.
More reason why I can't.
Listen, like you said, they could use you more than just at the offensive line.
No,
They could,
you're out of your
they could
mind.
use you at tight end now.
Fans went wild, because why not? Let's just turn Jason into the world's most jacked version of Mr. Potato Head and see what happens. Jason, though, he wasn't having it. He reportedly laughed so hard you could practically hear his knees filing a restraining order. The man said if he even tried to play again, his body would crumble faster than a cookie in Travis's post-game milkshake.
Yeah, I would go out there and my body would crumble if I tried to play football at this point.
He apparently even admitted he's managed to injure himself in retirement. Not in training camp, not in a scrimmage, just casually existing like a normal person. Relatable king behavior.
I knew my body was done when it was done. And the moment I stopped that following year, I'm spraining my calf, jumping rope. I'm pulling pecs, trying to bench press. I don't have it anymore. And I'm very comfortable admitting that.
And honestly, he doesn't need football anymore. With a reported net worth pushing $50 million and a resume stacked higher than a Philly cheesesteak, Jason's thriving. He's got a cushy ESPN contract worth more than most linemen see in their careers, a monster podcast deal with Travis, and brand partnerships that have him grinning all the way to the bank. Oh, and he's got a late night show now, because apparently he's decided to collect careers like Pokemon. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.